All right, YouTube fam, welcome back to another episode. I'm in my collection room, and I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but I built this Billy bookcase, and it's pretty dang tall. So it's got some great stuff on there, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we are going to talk about a sports card that I purchased from eBay. This is the back of the card. This is a grail card for me, okay? Let's rewind back a little bit. So there was two cards I had in mind that I wanted to buy to put into the collection. Well, the only way I was going to afford them was without spending new cash was liquidate something from the collection, which I did, and I also bought two, three, four, almost four more Brady rookies coming from the money I liquidated. Why? It's a gamble, it's a risk. One of my, I don't like to say investments, but alternative investments in a way, so it is an investment, went up in price and I sold it. And some of it, I had quite a few of it. I'm not going to get too detailed. I sold some of them, made a little money, took the money, rolled it into something else, okay? So, for example, if I had 100 pieces and I sold 10% of them, and I took 10% of the money and rolled it into something else that I felt like could make more money, right? And then if that thing you bought in, say, 5-10 years goes up in price, well, say you sold 10% of that, rolled that money into something else, right? It's kind of a pretty good strategy. It's more, sometimes it's longer term investments. In my case, it's going to be like 10, 15 years. I really believe some of these Brady rookies, there's one right there behind me, a little blue one. See that sucker? That's a real cheap one I bought, though. That's the very first one I ever bought. And that shelf is kind of empty because I'm going to be putting more Brady rookies on it. All right, so Tom Brady rookies. Why, right? He's retired. He's been cooling off in the limelight. Everybody thinks Mahomes could pass him. This is my plan. This is my theory. 10 years from now, maybe Mahomes doesn't catch him. Well, then all of a sudden everybody realizes Brady is actually the GOAT of quarterbacks. And his stuff starts to keep going up, 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 up. Hey, if for some reason Mahomes passes him, wins 6 more Super Bowls and destroys him, Brady's going to be still number 2 of all time. This stuff will still hold value. So, theory. Hall of Fame's in a couple of years, out of the limelight. It's the off season, boys and girls. Guess what that means? It's not football season. If it was football season, the stuff would be going up more and more because demand, because of the hype of the sport. But it's cool, it's calm, it's relaxed, and it's quiet. That's when I'm coming in, buying up pieces. I've got one more Grail card. But this card is a parallel. This was the Victory SSP, which is a super short print, okay? If you look, it almost has like a white sparkle effect. 2000 Ultimate Victory Parallel. PSA 8. Yeah, this card's nothing outrageous, but for me, to drop almost $800 on a sports card, I'm not used to doing that. So that's kind of a thing. But this card, don't be surprised in a couple years. As time goes on, it just keeps rising. Kind of like those blue chip stocks, as they would say, your blue chip investments. Brady, Hall of Famer, it's coming. Greatest of all time, of course, for now. I personally think for a long time, I don't see anybody catch him. I don't even think Mahomes is catching him. I think in time, this card will just... And then maybe there might come a time and it goes... like a rocket. Now, why do I like that card? It's a little bit of a sleeper. I'm looking for sleepers. It's not numbered. There's probably less than 400 of these ever made. If that was the case and it was true, that's a very low rookie card. Michael Jordan didn't have any rookie cards that were numbered. Everybody loves the 86 Fleer and they pay bukus of bucks. Could it be Bowman's Brady? It probably is, Bowman Chrome, but guess what? Michael Jordan didn't have a lot of short print stuff for his rookie. He didn't have a lot of number stuff. Brady has some number stuff. He has some 1325s. He has out of 2000. From that perspective, I'm like, I kind of like those ones. I'm going to look more and more into it. I'm going to find stuff that I want. The one I want, the big one, it's going to be more than this. I got to find a deal. I'm looking, haven't seen it. I might go to a Vegas card show coming up. See if I could score some type of, deal. Bring a couple thousand cash, maybe. Well, I don't know. Those places, sometimes you've got to bring cash. Sometimes you mean ATM. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. But if I'm in the market for just one card, I might go look, see if I find it. But if I find anything else, Brady rookies, possibly something numbered, I might say, hey, you know what? I couldn't find the card I really wanted, so I'm going to buy these. Because if it feels like a deal, and football season's only about a month and a half away from starting to get some demand, right? So you got to think of it like August, demand's starting to kick in again. People are going to start talking about football. If I'm not mistaken, September season starts. We're still in that phase right now. We're still a little quiet. Baseball, other things are going on. People just got done with hockey, basketball. A little quiet, but I got to scoop up a couple more deals. I bought 2 cards today on eBay. All right, so that's my play right now. Liquidate some stuff. I just sold recently $3,000 in something. I'm taking that money. I'm going to roll it into some Brady's. Why? Because I feel like long term that will make more money. Otherwise, I could have kept that stuff. But I feel like sometimes when you hit a certain ceiling, it's dead weight. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes you don't care if it's dead weight because you love it and you're collectors. And you got problems like I do. And you collect a bunch of stuff. And you've got entire rooms dedicated to your collection stuff. And, it's for other videos and horror rooms and in there and all types of good stuff. But for the most part, guys, I just wanted to come to you today to give you my 2 cents on what I'm thinking, what my next move is. And, I absolutely love the way this looks. If it ever goes up in price and stays this price, so be it. I took a shot. But I'll tell you what, for a card that's less than $400, it's a short print. And my hands are getting a little shaky. It's absolutely stunning. Today's modern card, it's kind of like that white sparkle. I think that's cool. eBay has this thing, no void. It's like cards over $250 now, they have to send them to an authenticator, which, by the way, that was kind of cool. You send it to the authenticator, they go over it, they evaluate it, and say, okay, you know what, this is legit. We'll put our seal of approval, and then we'll ship it to the seller or buyer. Seller ships it to the authenticator ships it to me. So I got a couple more of those coming. Probably 4 more cards. None of them are going to be like as great as this, in my opinion, but they all have potential. It's all about price point, how I built the collection, how you continue to grow the collection's entry point, right? Baller's budget, we always talk about it, guys. Even if I buy some of these Brady's that I'm like, oh, that's the lowest sale I saw in a year and a half. This one, right? Lowest sale I saw in a year. Could it go lower? Absolutely. Will it? Maybe. There's not a ton of sales on these guys, Everybody's always after the Bowman Chrome, and I get it. It's his iconic rookie card, and there's one rookie card of his I want. He's in a Patriots uniform. This is the practice jersey. I don't like any of the Michigan stuff. I'm a Notre Dame fan. I don't like Michigan. Sorry, Brady. But it's more, for me, it's about the GOAT stuff. But the Patriots practice red jersey, no contact normally. Patriots helmet. I mean, come on. This thing still, it's cool, and it's Patriots helmet. So it's like, he has some cards that are kind of ugly. Like, he's got 60 rookie cards almost. Some are like Michigan helmet, sweatpants, and like maybe a logo down the bottom. Guys, it's something probably for everybody if you're into that stuff. Brady's the GOAT, and I'm going to continue to focus on the GOAT for now. One thing I learned about this hobby is sometimes the quality stuff is more important than the quantity. Yes, I have a bunch of stuff, but I've also been collecting a long time. I had all this stuff boxed up, and I created this room dedicated to display stuff. We got all types of cool stuff. But let me just show you one more Brady over here. These are like 2 little figures, right? One my buddy gave me, I think, a couple years back. One I just picked up at a Ross. And then there's that blue one. Well, that blue card looks just like this. Same exact card, just a different variation. And that blue card is way cheaper, though. And I have another one coming that's like the blue card, but it's going to be orange. Give that one away. It's actually, it's green. It's got Encore Edition. So I'm building another hobby, having fun with it, creating some more content out of it, hopefully. I got to post some more videos. I got to update you guys. If I go to this card show coming up, I think it'd be cool to film some content. If I do drop a couple grand, at least make a video out of it because it'll be a memory. And then if my theory's right, in like 10, 15 years, his stuff will be kind of outrageous. Hey, I'll be like, I was right. Or I'll be like completely wrong. Mahomes passed him in like 6 years, and Brady stuff is just dropped like a rock. Then I lose some money. It is what it is. But right now, I enjoy these, and I'm going to keep them for a long time. And that's what's important. Because sometimes you get stuck with stuff like, you don't really like. That's why I'm like, I don't want to buy things I don't really care for anymore. I got some Star Trek figures that I was trying to sell, and they've been hard to move. But I got them for like $1 a piece. But I was telling people, like, hey, come pick them up for $3 each. Why? Because I'll make money, and then two, I just don't care for it, even if they could make money. I'm fine with that because I'm not a Star Trek fan. I know there's a lot of Trekkies out there, and if you are, let me know because I'll give you some wicked stuff. Super deal. But if you're in the Vegas area or LA, let me know. Otherwise, I don't know where I'll be next. But, yeah, this card show, I'm kind of excited. I don't think I've ever been to an actual card show. But I'm going to go in maybe one day. If I can go two, I'll be more patient. The first, go in second with more mentality. Sometimes Sundays people want to move and get rid of stuff. You get better deals, especially it's the last day on the show. It's a lot to take in today. That's what this is all about. The Tom Brady Rookie, the Ultimate Victory, the short print SSP. Overall, guys, this parallel is a beauty. It's a PSA 8 out of 10, so not too bad. I'm super happy with it. I can't wait to see the other stuff that I get. All because, why? Most importantly, when markets are down, sometimes it's the best time to buy. If you have the funds, if you got to liquidate something, but you can make more money in the long run, sometimes it's worth it. I told somebody this the other day. When people are greedy, be fearful. When people are fearful, be greedy. It's kind of like when Warren Buffett said that. I think there's a lot of truth. You interpret it how you want, but just to keep in mind, get out there, look for some deals, make some stuff happen, negotiate. Did a lot of negotiating today for the 2 cards coming. But guess what? If someone wants to sell something, they're going to work with you. Stay safe, be blessed. Much love. Talk soon.